Hello. Hi. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So I don't normally have the season witches. I normally have the newbies. Okay. So the newbies are always my babies, right? So I decided because these are like questions that I get in the group all the time in my inbox, my emails. So I'm going to talk about it again. These are just my opinion, my thoughts. You don't have to agree with me, and that is totally okay. I am not tripping. I'm just giving my perspective, my thought. Trust what you like. You don't have to, whatever. Hi, Boss Basic. Thank you, darling. So I'm just going to share with you some do's and don'ts and take from it what you will. Hello. Hello. All right. So I'm going to start with the don'ts first. All right. And so it's not bad, but I just want to, give you guys an option. You know what I'm saying? All right. So this is what I want you guys, and you don't have to like, you could think this shit a game and a joke. And this is why a lot of people don't stay on the path because they. Hello, I'm drinking my little tea. Always the diva. Oh, thank you, guys. I come on through the red top. All right. So first thing first, and this is about um the don't. Hi, I'm doing a video right now. Yeah. Hi. All right. So anywho, the first thing I'm going to say, the don't first. So the don't I'm going to say is don't take it so fast. You haven't made any commitments yet, right? So you're just figuring out, you're still like researching, you're still like figuring out what your interest and stuff like that. So don't take it so fast. Don't think that you have to be this mad spiritualist and this like you got to save 1,000,002 lives and shit like that, because you don't have to do that. This is your path. This is it's your journey. It's your craft. So you don't have to take it so quick. So the first don't take it too fast. You haven't made any commitments yet per se. You're still doing your research into something that particularly interests you on your personal level. And don't think that you have to come in going as fast as the next person, because a lot of us on YouTube, we've been doing this shit forever. So it's second nature to us, and where you might like even like jumping into all these different groups, and because they're teaching at the level that they're on, not necessarily the level that you're on. So you have to kind of keep that in mind too, that most groups are a mixture of people. It's a mixture of skill and skill level. So it's a mixture. So just be very cognizant of that. And let me be clear, there are a lot of great Facebook groups and YouTubers out there and stuff like that. So don't think for 1 second that I'm saying don't be a part of this or don't be a part of that, because that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that most of the groups, they teach at the level that they're on, not necessarily the level that you are on. So that's first and foremost. Because if you jump into a group situation at this point, it may hinder your development more than it helps it. You know what I'm saying? So you need to find out where you are, where you want to go before you hit the trail with somebody else or with something else. You know what I'm saying? So just be kind of cognizant about that growth and that journey process, because it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? And the second thing is, don't be so quick to get discouraged. Don't be so quick to get discouraged, because sometimes it's very difficult to go things alone. But the craft is made up of individuals who bring something of value to the path, as well as receive benefits from it. So many times you come into this and you've read maybe a book, or maybe somebody told you to watch my videos, even mine or whatever, and you're just everywhere, like every fucking where, because it's so much fucking information. It's so much stuff out there. It's so many people talking about so many different things. So you don't even know that there's a difference, because witchcraft, the word witchcraft is really a very broad term. It's a very broad term, and it encompasses many different types of witchcraft and many different types of religions that have nothing to do with per se Christianity. So the word witchcraft is a very broad word, because you can be on the path, or you can follow your own path and not even be a witch. And you might start off practicing Wicca. And just because you practice Wicca, Wicca is a earth-based religion. So it doesn't necessarily even mean that you're a witch, because you can practice Wicca and not be a witch. And you can practice witchcraft and not be a Wicca. There's so many different variations to this. So don't feel overwhelmed. Learn how to create your own theory of things through your own research and reading, and really taking the time to absorb everything. Because like I said, remember, a lot of people kind of teach where they're at. They're not teaching where necessarily you might be. So just to kind of keep that in mind. So don't get discouraged, because sometimes it's very difficult to go it alone. Ask the goddess, ask the divine to really center you and ground you, where you can have a mentor. A lot of people, we need mentors. You need somebody that's going to teach you. And I'm not necessarily saying throwing me out there to be a plug, but I'm just saying there are a lot of mentors. There are a lot of people out there that are offering apprenticeships and mentor programs to like mentor these baby witches, so that they could be strong and make really good decisions based off of not the emotionalness of everything, but based off what is really important. Okay? So don't be so quick to get mad, and the reason why you wanted to learn about witchcraft is so you can hex somebody. That ain't fucking cool, because everything really don't deserve a hex. And if you learn the semantics of it, and you learn you can't even hex everybody. So that's just something to really think about, okay? Really think about that. And I, many people, or many workers, when they get really proficient in it and they get really good at it, a newbie asks somebody, a newbie, a new witch, a baby witch asks, an old seasoned one something, and they're like, oh, that's stupid, or that's a dumb question. No, it's not. They just don't know. And that's why you got to be, open. So I just think, take your time, take the first year, 6 months to just research and start very, very small. It doesn't have to be huge and big and stuff like that. Just very small. You know what I'm saying? And then be open to be humble to somebody teaching you, because you don't know it all and they had to learn. And respect your elders in this magical game. Believe it or not, a lot of people don't do that. They don't respect the people that came before them. You know, it's just like your ancestors. It's all about respect. And I'm not saying that you got to kiss somebody's ass, because that ain't what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is you have to respect those who have done the work where you're trying to get, you know? So that's something to consider as well. Um, the next one is, don't be so quick to want to join a group or a coven, or I mean, it's a difficult process to create an effective magical unit, and most covens aren't actively looking for new members. So every time a new person is added to the group, it takes time for the unit to readjust. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you so much. Many blessings to you. Thank you. Um, so every time a new person is added, that's why I'm not so quick to add a whole bunch of people to my group at one particular time, because I want to get to know you. I want to get to know your energy. That's why I asked you to do a video. I want to kind of read your energy and read where you at, because everybody energy don't blend, and we got to stop being afraid to say stuff like that. Sometimes it just don't blend, and it ain't nothing wrong with it. It's just, I'm not, and you not, and we not. Because some people are just meant to be a solitary witch, and they just meant to do things by themselves. My thing is, take the pressure off. Just take the pressure off of yourself, and thinking that you got to be this grand wizard or this grand witch or the grand high priestess, because most of us that carry that channel, we've done a lot of work to earn it. And we've done most work than a lot of y'all are willing to do right now. And we had to go through a lot of shit to get to the place that we are now. Because the game is to be earned, and it's to be honored, and it's to be respected. And it's a lot of fools out here. It's a lot of fools out here. And they'll teach you chaos and bullshit and bad shit, but they won't teach you the foundation pieces and the core to why we do what we do, so that we can really break down and understand just what this is. You have to be able to share everything. But most of us need to start from the beginning. Even if you're intermediate and you've been doing it, you need to understand the light and the dark and how they can coexist. Okay? So, take your time, take your time and trust yourself. If it's not feeling you, if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling the person, you're not feeling the group, get out. Why would you stay associated with something that you're not comfortable with? Because at the end of the day, this is all about you. It ain't about me. It's about you. And it's your process, and this is your path. So you need to be so protective of your energy. Thank you, Miss Happy Blessed. Thank you, Miss Foster. You have to be so connected to your process, because this is all about you. All about you. I tell people all the time, I'm so selective, even with the energy and the people that I bring into my apprenticeship, because everybody might be, they think they ready, but they not ready. That's why I like to interview. I like to talk to people. I need to find out where you at. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Tanya Atkinson. Energy is important. Thank you so much. And many blessings to you and Miss Happy Blessed for you guys giving me that. I appreciate that. I don't take any of that for granted. I don't care what nobody say. The next one I'm going to say is, don't be afraid because you don't fit in with anybody. Don't be afraid because you don't fit a particular mold or you don't fit a particular group. I am a weirdo, and I have been a weirdo for a very long time. For a very, very long time. I ain't never really fit in with anybody. And I didn't realize until I learned how to embrace that I was just fucking different, and that was all right. That I learned to be happy and really walk into me and be comfortable with me, and know that everybody's not going to like me, and it's okay. Even in the community, even in the community, there are people that they feel threatened and stuff like that. And we should never do that, because we're all here to represent something, especially Black people, melanin people. We should be here. We get on these platforms and we bash the fuck out of each other and everything else. And this, she's a fake and he's a fake and he's a phony. Listen, if y'all learn how to trust yourself like y'all trusting other people telling you about you, you would be so much better off, because you will be able to figure out for yourself and discern for yourself just what it is. Thank you, Keisha 999. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you. May I ask how you become fully comfortable with you? I just realized I'm different. And I realized everybody not going to understand me. People will purposely misunderstand you. Like, you can't be really worried about that. You just got to learn how to be happy with you and embrace you being you. I like the fact that I love crystals, and I love the fact that I love stones, and I love the fact that I love herbs, and I love the fact that I'm creating and making things, and I sit up and I learn about all these different herbs and all the different smells and all the different stuff that you can do with it. Like, that shit interests me. And I mean, I ain't tripping because it don't interest you. That's on you. Like, that's your business. That's your tea. That's your tea. You know what I'm saying? You just have to learn how to just embrace yourself and find that right thing that fits you. There are some people, if you want to be a pagan, be a pagan. Okay. If you want to practice Wicca, practice Wicca. If you want to, what? Where?
And I will be having drinks last time.
Oh, well, clean that stuff off. I don't know. Whatever cleaning stuff.
It's like a pal. I need some ants.
Oh, call Daddy. See what Daddy say. Call Daddy. I'm just saying. So anyway, I just, it's a daily process. Some of us just being happy is a lot. So just imagine being happy and finding yourself. It's a daily process. You got to deal with your root issues, your past life transgressions. Yeah, it's hard, but nothing in life really that you have to work for is easy. And it's hard because you keep saying it's hard. Remember, what you say, you give it life. So if you say it's hard, you're going to keep creating situations to make it hard. Remember that. Like I said, thank you, Ingrid Johnson, 777. Thank you. I appreciate that. So just, and a lot of times, I'm going to tell you a secret. What you put in is what you get out. And it's a whole bunch of trial and error. A whole bunch. Because traditionally, most spiritualists, they were loners. And many still are by choice, just because, whatever. So often solitary witching, getting together, that's why I did the group. My group was very small at first, and I kept it that way for a long time. So my thing is, don't push yourself. Take your time. You didn't just fall in this overnight. So you're not going to be the most magical motherfucking bitch that ever walked the face of the earth overnight as well. Okay. Now, I've talked about the don'ts. Let's talk about the do. So, well, if your mama get on your nerves, stay the fuck away from her. Love her from a distance. So, do. Read, 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 read. Did I say read? Read. Y'all don't study enough. You're not going to find it all just watching videos on people, y'all. You're not going to find it all looking at which memes. You're not going to find it all on Pinterest. You're not going to find it all on Google. Take your time. This is your life. This is your life's work. Why the fuck would you be so fucking careless with it and not read? And y'all will read 30 different books. Listen, read about history, read about myths, read about science, read about witchcraft, read about magic, read about poetry. Read. My point is read. Everything ain't gonna be in a video. Some stuff you just gonna have to work for. Some of y'all do some lazy witching and then wonder why you haven't manifested anything. Well, Latanya, if you hate reading, I suggest you find some stuff that interests you so that it can capture your attention. And that's a fact. Thank you, Carmel QT28. Thank you. Many blessings for you. And they have audio books because some people don't grasp it unless they hear. I get that too. But you got to make the effort. This is your life. This is your life. This is your life. Your life. This is your life. God damn. This is your fucking life. All right. Another thing to do for new witches. Make yourself a research library. Take notes, highlight passages that interest you. If you have a question on what's written, write it down. Place a question mark to the next passage. Like literally, this is on you. Read, write stuff down. You guys attempt to do spells and you don't even write down the time that you did it. You don't look at the items that you use, the time period that you give it. You just do it and go, okay, I hope it works. There's no follow through. We got to have follow through, guys. And one book I would tell you guys that I use to keep up with all of my spell casting stuff is the Spellcaster's Workbook. And like literally, I keep all my stuff, all my spells that I do for people in here. So literally, when people ask me, when did you do my work? And you got a contract, I give you a contract, but I also can go to it and I can read my notes. This is a great way. Read, write stuff down, take notes. Come on, guys. If you want to be the best and be the baddest witch and blah, 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 then do that. You can use a book of shadows. You don't have to get that, but I like it because it breaks it down. I like writing stuff down. I like being detail oriented. Okay? You're very welcome, Grace. So do start a journal. Do get you a book of shadows. Get you that. It could be loose leaf. These are handy things, and you can create your book of shadows. You can write down things that you found that you have interest in. You can like whatever. Like write that shit down. Keep a journal. Track it. Just think 10, 15 years from now, you can go back and look when you first started as opposed to where you are now. Organization is key in magic too. That's why you got to get your life organized as well. Do I do readings in my shop? Yes, I do. All right. So the next one I'm going to do is, or I'm going to talk about is look at nature. Witchcraft and other like pagan paths, they're earth-based or nature-based religions, right? What is nature saying to you? Bring home rocks and sticks and leaves and other things that attract or pique your interest, and then ask, why did this call to me? Why did this shell call to me? Why did that call to me? Write it down. That's why a lot of you guys, like, again, you're not putting enough energy into it. You're not putting enough of you into the work that you want to do and to make. This is how you transform your life. This is how you do it. You know, enjoy nature. It's really good for grounding and centering and stuff too. Journal. How did it make you feel hugging that tree? How did it make you feel sitting on the earth, letting the earth hold you? This helps. Another do. Get organized. Concentration is an important skill in magic. Discipline yourself to make regular entries into a journal and writing things down. It helps you to really concentrate and to develop. It's all about developing. It's all about aligning. And that's not a joke. That's not bullshit. That's real shit. This is why y'all don't be fucking as magical as you should be, because you don't put enough interest in it. You're not putting enough work in it. You know what separates you from a lot of people that's been doing it and they shit working? They're probably writing it down. I'm just saying. Another do is learn to ask specific questions from other people that you want help from. Be very specific. Ask questions. Ask all the questions you want. Now, I can't keep up with the list of comments that come, so I can't answer all the questions, but I do try. I will as much as I can. Learn to be specific. Ask yourself questions too. What do I think witchcraft is as opposed to what it really is? You know, what do I need to find, like to define it for, so it can have a great meaning for me? Another do is tell the truth. Because most of us that's been in this game and we are readers, we know when you're lying anyway. So learn how to be your most authentic self. Learn how to tell the truth about you to you first. Then it becomes quite easy to share the truth with everybody else. So be honest. Be honest about what you want to know and what you don't. And the last thing that I'm going to say is spend time alone to think carefully about how you want to feel and what you want for yourself. A lot of y'all are afraid to be alone. You think that you got to be tied to somebody to be happy, and that is not true. How do you expect the divine to work through you and for you when you are afraid to be in a room alone by yourself? How does that work out for you, sis? Hmm? So spend time alone and think carefully about how you feel and what you want. And some people think that the onset of witchcraft will allow them to change other people and other circumstances, and it will, but you got to first learn how to deal with you, you know? But you will be the one who changes as you explore this path. Because my question is, do you really want to change? Or you just want to manipulate everybody around you? Hmm? Well, I'm not going to do this long. I just wanted to give you some do's and don'ts about witchcraft, if you're new, and how you need to apply it to your life and what you really need to do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed making it. Thank you to everybody that gave me something, that donated to me, and I appreciate it. If you guys are really wanting to change and you're really wanting to get out there and get beyond you, book a reading with me. book a consultation, even in your relationships, just literally having a conversation. I offer all these different type of readings and services. It's all about growth. It's all about getting yourself out there and growth. And I share with you what I have. I don't think I know it all. I ain't never said that I know it all. But what I do know, I am willing to give in a fair exchange of energy with you. All right? So you can go on my website at magicalladyduchess.com. And you can also go on my other website that is associated with my store, which is mldholistichealing.com. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Many blessings to you guys. I appreciate you all. I don't take it for granted. If you are interested in a part of my apprenticeship that starts in June, I'm picking people in May. So you might want to email me, ask me what it takes. People that are in my group, you might want to get on top of that too. So that's just what that is. Stay clean, y'all. Clean your soul, clean your aura, which is your mind. Clean your soul, clean your heart. Have clear intentions. And if you do that, you're going to always win, no matter what. Because it's not about what other people think about you. It's all about what you believe about yourself. All right? So I am Magical Lady Duchess. Many blessings to you guys. Ashe. I love you all. Thank you. See you later.